It's week number 4 of the high school football season coming up, and it's time for another edition of the Fulton Football Preview. This is Russell Mays, joined by the head coach of the Fulton Falcons, Justin Long. This week, the Fulton Falcons go on the road again. It's their first region game of the year as they take on the Anderson County Mavericks. We'll talk about that matchup in detail in just a few moments. But Coach Long, last week the Falcons went on the road to Halls in a very tough environment. Played well, but came up just a little bit short.
Yeah, got to make plays when they matter most. Proud of how hard our guys played, but now we got to get to where our discipline level meets our intensity level, and we're going to be pretty good when that happens.
And you had to be proud of the fact that you produced points with a block punt return for a touchdown, and also defensively produced points, an interception return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we try to talk about the 3 phases, and we definitely were able to make plays on special teams and defense. Proud of the guys for buying into that, and we'll need more of that as we continue on.
It was a tough loss in overtime against a very good Halls team. How do you pick up the pieces the next week and get your team motivated coming off a disappointing loss to try to prepare to play Anderson County?
Yeah, we talk about moving on to the next play just like we talk about moving on to the next game. And this one being a big one just because it is the next game, but it's also a region game, which means we're talking about playoff implications. We're talking about hopefully seeding in the in the playoffs. So a lot to play for, and even after this one, a lot to play for.
This week the Falcons go on the road to Anderson County. It's the first Region 2 4A game of the season. Anderson County has not lost a region game since the last game of 2016. So Coach Long, the task for the Falcons is going to be tough.
Yeah, big task. They're well coached. Offensively, they do a lot of different things. They can run it, they can throw it. Their quarterback can run it and throw it. Defensively, they just got a lot to get after you. Big side, big on the interior, guys that run well. Really impressed with how fast Anderson County is on film. A tall task, and we're just going to have to go be who we are, focus on ourselves, and just take it one play at a time.
As you take a look at the Anderson County program, what are some things you see in it that you would like to develop in the Fulton program in hopes of increasing the amount of success?
Well, one is branding. I was there coaching an all-star game a few years ago, and everything is about the hook 'em horns. Everything is about everything looks the same. They've even got like a barn or whatever. I can't remember what they call it, where they, no disrespect, but I'm just calling it a barn. But they even have like the fireworks, and they have everything is geared toward branding. They got the nice entrance with the kids come out with the mask. The community support is tremendous. They don't go without at Anderson County, and it's not just football. All of their programs are supported at a high level from a resource standpoint. People are going above and beyond to make sure kids have a great experience. And to me, that's what it's about at the high school level. They have a great coaching staff, and it's attractive. People want to be a part of that, and they win on top of all of it. So they just got a really good thing going, and they keep evolving as far as how they keep people engaged in their program. And it's from afar, it's really good to see.
And having success breeds success. We've seen that here in the past, and the fact that that they go into every game very confident.
Yeah, 100%. They believe, and that's one thing we're working towards here, getting that belief back, understanding that hey, no matter what happens tonight, we're gonna come out on top. So Anderson County is definitely there right now, and it'll be a tall task for us, but I think our guys are prepared and ready to go.
It'll be the Fulton Falcons and the Anderson County Mavericks coming up on Friday night from Anderson County High School. It is a 7:30 kickoff, so you want to make sure that you're there at 7:30 for the kickoff, a little bit different than normal, as the Fulton Falcons take on the Mavericks of Anderson County, first region game of the year. For the head coach of the Fulton Falcons, Justin Long, this is Russell Mays saying thanks for watching this week's edition of the Fulton Football Preview.